Back in March, Netflix announced their commitment to bringing audiences a new original movie every single week of 2021. Many months in, they're delivering on that promise. There's truly something for everyone: mystery, romance, comedy, horror, you name it. Plus all the stars your heart desires. Today we make our own list of the best Netflix original movies to watch now in 2021 so far. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell and drop a like for daily injections of review videos and more in your timeline. Starting our list at number 7, Army of the Dead. A road accident compromises a confidential payload transported by the US military from the famous Area 51. The container unleashes a metahuman zombie who not only kills the soldiers but also infects the nearby Las Vegas city. In order to protect the country, the US government quarantines the city, locking the zombies inside it. A band of mercenaries, carrying guns and grenades, helped the government to seal the city, but after the work was done, their efforts were ignored and abandoned. The head mercenary, Scott Ward, Dave Bautista, now lives an infamous life, flipping burgers. His life was mundane until the owner of the Las Vegas casino, Bly Tanaka, offers him a job to extract $200 million from his casino's vault, situated at the heart of the quarantined zombie city. To support his daughter's future, Scott gambles upon his life. He assembles his team of bandits, recruiting his old pals and helping hands needed for the mission. However, the US government plans on nuking the entire city in the next 96 hours, and hence, Scott needs to make fast decisions. His future depends on it. But once they enter the zombie city, the new challenges in the zombie kingdom amp up the conflict. There is much more in store for them than just wads of cash. Picking up the 6th spot, Fear Street. Like fresh entrails sewn into an old skeleton, the Fear Street trilogy is a new creature. Released on Netflix on consecutive Fridays, the 3 movies that make up the event straddle the line between weekly television and cinematic franchise. Fear Street is an engaging and scrappy mini-franchise, playing like Scream meets Stranger Things. The first 2 movies got a good deal of social media chatter going, but with the 3rd one out there, I think it will actually have some lasting impact with younger people. We may see some I Did It bragging rights, more than what's typical for a newly served portion of streaming content. The 3 movies, clocking in total at under 6 hours, so less than a typical series, but with quality, medium-budget production values, are not exactly masterpieces of cinema. But Fear Street has the juice of the forbidden fruit dripping down its chin. Most adults, myself included, will recognize that it's kinda dumb, but you need to remember what it's like to be of the age where a trip to Spencer's Gifts is an illicit joy. That audience, the one that isn't technically supposed to be watching, will love it. I suggest you take time and watch all 3 parts of this amazing movie on Netflix. At number 5, Tick, Tick, Boom. As the trailer shows, there's a lot to unpack here, starting with how incredible Andrew Garfield is in a role so different from what we're used to seeing him in. So, here's everything you need to know about Tick, Tick, Boom. Netflix's version will follow the story of Larson's musical of the same name, which is based on the story of an aspiring composer in New York City who is worried he made the wrong career choice. The trailer shows Garfield's Larson racing around to showcase his musical, whilst dealing with pressure from all angles, including his girlfriend Susan and the artistic community, which is being ravaged by the AIDS pandemic at the time. The film follows John, a young theater composer who's waiting tables at a New York City diner in 1990 while writing what he hopes will be the next great American musical. Days before he's due to showcase his work in a make-or-break performance, John is feeling the pressure from everywhere. From his girlfriend Susan, who dreams of an artistic life beyond New York City, from his friend Michael, who has moved on from his dream to a life of financial security, amidst an artistic community being ravaged by the AIDS epidemic. If you are a fan of musicals and drama, then this film is perfect for you. At our halfway point, in number 4, Bruised. Jackie Justice, Halle Berry, is a mixed martial arts fighter who leaves the sport in disgrace. Down on her luck and simmering with rage and regret years after her fight, she's coaxed into a brutal underground fight by her manager and boyfriend Desi and grabs the attention of a Fight League promoter, who promises Jackie a life back in the octagon. But the road to redemption becomes unexpectedly personal when Manny, the son she gave up as an infant, shows up at her doorstep. Bruised marks the directorial debut of Academy Award winner Halle Berry and also stars Adrienne Lennox, Sheila Aden, Valentina Shevchenko, and Stephen McKinley Henderson in a triumphant story of a fighter who reclaims her power, in and out of the ring, when everyone has counted her out. I personally love that Halle Berry is back acting, and the fact that she directed this movie makes it even more worth it to watch. Check out the movie on Netflix. Coming in at number 3, Love Hard. Netflix is bringing together some of your favorite stars for its latest holiday rom-com Love Hard. From the team behind 2020's Holiday, the plot revolves around an online dating narrative gone wrong. After LA journalist Natalie finds love with an East Coast guy named Tag on a dating app. After meeting her perfect match on a dating app, she flies 3,000 miles to surprise him for Christmas, only to find out she's been messaging Tag's childhood friend Josh. Natalie and the writer learns she's been catfished. This lighthearted romantic comedy chronicles her attempt to reel in love. On Thursday, Netflix shared the official trailer for the movie, and we're already tearing up. Love Hard was produced by Wonderland Sound and Vision, and filmed in Vancouver from October to November 2020. The film is scheduled to be released by Netflix on November 5, 2021. In the runner-up spot, at number 2, Army of Thieves. Those who believe the art of film is being murdered by rampant franchisery should look away, because Netflix's Army of Thieves marks the official expansion of Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead-iverse. Whether anybody actually wants that is moot, because we're getting it, like it or not. Although these aren't exactly open arms welcoming a spin-off about the safecracker character, Dieter, played by Matthias Schweifer, who not only reprises his role in the new film, but also directs it, Army of the Dead was reasonably enjoyable and not entirely a waste of time in the grand scheme of things. Be warned, Army of Thieves is a heist comedy, not a zombie movie, so anyone expecting delicious carnage may be disappointed. The robbery genre follows a clearly defined progression. Quirky characters get together, pull off a job, things don't go to plan, and of course there's a twist. Army of Thieves definitely knows its way around the genre, because it keeps making reference to heist movies. And it's a lot of fun. At the top spot. Coming in at number 1. Red Notice. Netflix has been smashing it in the TV world lately, but they are in the movie-making business too, and one of the biggest of the year for them is the star-studded Red Notice, which is the global alert issued by Interpol, if you were wondering. Dwayne Johnson stars in what is his first ever made-for-streaming film, and if that was not a big enough name, throw in Deadpool's star, Ryan Reynolds, and Wonder Woman's, Gal Gadot, and we must be onto a winner. Red Notice is the story of two notorious criminals, a conman and an art thief, as they form an unlikely alliance, with Johnson's an FBI profiler for a globe-trotting heist. When an Interpol-issued Red Notice, the highest-level warrant to hunt and capture the world's most wanted, goes out, the FBI's top profiler John Hartley is on the case. His global pursuit finds him smack dab in the middle of a daring heist where he's forced to partner with the world's greatest art thief Nolan Booth in order to catch the world's most wanted art thief, the Bishop. The high-flying adventure that ensues takes the trio around the world, across the dance floor, trapped in a secluded prison, into the jungle and, worst of all for them, constantly into each other's company. This is a must-watch movie. Check it out on Netflix. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Of all current movies on Netflix and other streaming services, which ones are your favorites? Let us know about them in the comments. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos.